Okay, what's up there, friendos? It's your boy Matt. We are back with another Marvel Future Fight video, and oh boy, we are in for a ride today. Um, we can see the new update has dropped. It has arrived, and we are doing this after reset because honestly, I was so busy before the daily reset after the maintenance finished with the free to play in the main account and also in Fallout 76's Meat Week, so I was so busy trying to finish all my dailies I didn't really have time to get in and do anything before now. So we're only just hitting everything today, and it just so happens to nicely coincide with the crystal spending event, so that works out very nicely for us. But yes, as I just deal with my alliance bits first and get my OCD stuff out of the way because I can't stand to see those little pink dots on everything, so we're just going to quickly pick everything up for today. We're going to have a look at the update. Mostly good. I personally am really hyped and excited for everything. I know there is a lot of controversy in the community at the moment regarding the new game mode and the time constraints, but let's just focus on the positive first of all. And first things first, we have a 3-star artifact selector, which is pretty pog. I didn't think any of us were expecting that, so that was a very nice little bonus. In terms of who you should actually select from this, I think there could maybe be a bit of an argument for Thanos out of the first 2 rows. Certainly Adam Warlock is definitely up there if you have the character. If you don't, is he worth it? The crystals? There's an argument. Maybe he is. We shall see when the full scope of the anniversary events come out over the next few days. If his price goes down, then I'm certainly going to pick him up and I might get him. But in terms of the new artifacts for the new characters in this update, I mean, both Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch have got really solid passive buffs here with their 3-star artifacts. Both are worth it, depending on who you're going to use more. I want to test them out first in PvE, see who really needs it more. If both of them can do content fine, then I might go with America Chavez. She's looking like a solid support character for PvP, and as such it might be worth building her up, bearing in mind that passive is going to help her out in terms of survivability. But it's probably going to be between Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch, and we're going to pick this up as well. Obviously we have our maintenance completion rewards. I'm not going to collect that until my boost points are back up to 100, because otherwise it's just a waste of 50 boost points. I'm sure you don't need me to explain that to you. We have a future pass, as is standard with the larger monthly updates. We have some really nice looking icons for Moon Knight and for Scarlet Witch. Nothing else new there. Again, we're not seeing new characters being introduced to the game, so there's not really too much of an argument for them changing the future pass to include bios. And then we have the pre-update event shop, which again contains stuff that we're pretty used to seeing now. And yes, we now have our crystal spending event live, which is great. So like I say, hopefully over the course of the next few days we're going to see more and more events and items where we can get things on sale and really make full advantage of that. But first things first, we'll just pick up our free daily stuff, dimension chests and hero chests, and then we will go and get the uniforms. I'm very excited for all the uniforms. Looks wise, they all look fantastic. I really can't wait to see how their animations play out as well. I do feel that the devs really are underrated and undervalued, not just for the looks but for the animations as well. So let's go pick up America first, because America. That looks really nice, a really nice looking uniform. I like the black jeans and the black Converse, really nice pairing. And then she's got the whole stars and stripes symbol on her jean jacket. Keep it in character, and they've done a really nice job modelling the character's face to try and get it as close to, without obviously being exactly the actor's likeness. So that's really cool. Same with Doctor Strange. and Wanda's, which actually there are quite a few subtle differences. I think it is subtle. There are more differences here than I expected, and damn, look at that back arch. Jeez, Wanda, I think we need to have a chat about your posture, because that doesn't look healthy. Either that or else a really tight corset. But anyway, we shall pick that up. That's besides the point. Wong, I really don't know. I don't know if I'm going to build Wong up or not. I'm going to go through with the main 3 characters, build up their uniforms first, see where they land, and full disclosure, I'm still expecting we're going to get these first few days are obviously going to be focused on Doctor Strange for the movie. You've got that whole marketing campaign juggernaut going on. Also, I wouldn't recommend getting any of these uniform options unless you really need them. Heimdall's is probably the only one that's really any decent. Iceman, F Iceman, he is rubbish. The others all have better options, unfortunately. And I actually expect Nightcrawlers. I'm expecting one of his to go to gold cost. I'm not sure whether it'll be X-Force, because I expect Age of Apocalypse uniforms to be going to gold cost as well. So you can see we've already started to collect the rewards for the Crystal event, and over the next few days when we get the other sales on, I'm expecting an all uniform sale at some point, and like I say, we may very well get a discount on crystal cost characters such as Adam Warlock, in which case it would be a prime time to get him. So we have switched our uniform XP grinding team over, and let's actually go in and I just want to actually have a look at the skills. So we need to be doing Dimension Mission and Dispatch Mission anyway. You can see here, because we need those drops for the Shield Archive event. Like I say, everyone got the free pendant upon maintenance being completed, and here's the really spicy thing. Here's what everyone is so excited for, and it's the tier 2 premium character. So you can see here we do have a bunch of characters in the first 3 rows that no one should be picking at all because they're free, i.e. the X-Men, or their Dimension Mission Rift drops, or their contribution reward drops like X23, Magic, Colossus. Unless you already have all the other characters in the game. For instance, if you had the Bio Selector and you were just picking the likes of Nick Fury and whatever, but you don't have the X-Gene one, it might be worth then, say, picking up Kitty Pryde. But sure, Nick Fury, Namor has dropped off, but don't forget he will be in Black Panther 2, so he'll be introduced. Yelena, she's in the MCU, so she'll probably get new uniforms. Arrow, not Arrow, she's not being shot from Hawkeye or Kate Bishop. Arrow is not worth getting. I just really like to labour that point in case you hadn't noticed. But we got some really good characters here with the likes of Echo. Again, there are fan favourites here. I personally might, against my better judgment, go with Jessica Drew Spider-Woman, just because I always loved that character ever since I watched Spider-Woman cartoon as a kid, growing up in the way back in the 80s, before most of you were probably even born, let alone knew about Marvel. So I might pick her. But again, we have some really solid picks. There are some traps here. People may go, oh, I really want to pick up Icarus and get this epic quest done quicker. Yeah, you can. But I would say only focus on characters that you can in no way get any other way. If you're not picking up Bio sub or the X-Gene sub, then you really want to focus on characters you can't get. Even with Nick Fury, you could buy him with crystals. So it's worth bearing that in mind. Even though he is one of the best leaderships and supports, you know, you could always pick him up with crystals and then use this event to get someone like Electro, who is probably one of the best premium characters there is now. Obviously, if you get his uniform as well, that's also a good one. So yeah, I might go with my fan favourite. I might let my heart rule my head on this one and pick up Jessica Drew, but we shall see. It's probably going to take all 7 days to grind out all of these pieces anyway. So you can see we've got Dimension Mission that most people should be doing anyway every day for the rewards, and dispatch mission. You can see here I'm probably just going to grind 8-1 because it's the one way it's the quickest and easiest, but you still get the best rewards. But you can see it's available on every stage, so it's not like with the crafting events before with the snowmen or the ice creams where you had to pick and choose if you wanted to do 10-1 or 8-1 depending on what drops you wanted to get. So let's just have a look at the skill animations. We're picking our 3 new characters and oh wow, yeah, okay. The new skill animations look amazing. Although I'm not seeing much of America Chavez, but that might just be because the huge AoE on Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch is really picking up a lot of the room here. And with all the numbers that are appearing on the screen as well. But that's nice, look, you can. I don't know if you can see there, you can pick out, but even Doctor Strange, even on his ponytail, the animations of his hair flapping around on the back past his ponytail. It's just the little details like that I think that a lot of people in the community really take for granted, but it looks amazing. Those skills are obviously ripped straight from the trailer. Look, we'll turn that off so we'll go back onto this so you can see more of the screen. But this looks amazing. Looks absolutely fantastic. The skills here look so good. The devs have done a really great job, and I think we should really give them more credit for the job they put in, because these animations look absolutely fantastic. I get the feeling that with America Chavez being a combat close-up range fighter, we're not going to see too much. I can see a little star there, but again, she's just getting outshadowed by Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange. Their skills are obviously a big AoE effects, which is great for crowd control for a mission like this, where you want to get through as many, enemies, mobs as quick as possible. But unfortunately, it means that we don't really get to see her skill animations, which is a bit of a shame. But we'll have a look at her in a minute anyway. We'll just go through this first and see if we can get lucky. I'm not sure what the drop rates are going to be like, knowing Marvel Future Fight RNG. It may be a tough call. I'm hoping that just by doing normal daily amount of dimension missions should be enough to see everyone through, to get enough tokens that they need. In terms of dispatch mission, I'm expecting probably having to do about 10 dispatch mission clears a day. Should over the course of the week get enough. Again, with the other events going on, now's a good time to be pushing to use up your energy to do more dispatch mission runs anyway. Certainly for newer players, as I said in one of my earlier videos, free-to-play players and newer players is the best thing you can do anyway for your roster, because dispatch gives more rewards than doing story mode normal, and until you've got the characters to do story mode ultimate, this is where you should be putting the bulk of your energy anyway, I feel. So let's see, did we get anything? We're probably not going to get anything as a drop now that I've talked about saying how good it is. But let's have a look. No, of course not. Why would we? That would just be silly. Thanks Marvel Future Fight, making me look stupid. But yeah, let's have a look and see what America Chavez's skills look like, because we didn't really get to see much of them. We saw how awesome Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witches look. They look great, but okay, so that's the one. So again, yeah, we can see a lot of hers are using... Oh, that's just a straight punch. That's not too sexy. Seems to be a lot of dive kicks. She's obviously using her feet to, as we know, to tear holes through reality. So she's using that, but it seems to be a lot of similar effects here than the 1 to 5. Just tear a hole, dive kick. Let's turn the AI on and see how it looks. Yeah, it's very much, I'm going to tear a hole and then drop down on you with a dive kick. And the only one that really shows off anything is the Awaken skill. Turn the AI back off. Let's... Oh, didn't really want to do that. I wanted to try and get rid of the mobs and see how many hits we get on one character. Does look better from that angle though. So yeah, it's all very much the same, isn't it? It's all I disappear, reappear, dive kick, disappear, reappear, dive kick, and then we just have that punch. Okay, so let's see how many hits we get out of the awakened skill. Okay, 59. I mean, they look really nice, but they are very much the same there. I wonder if that's just because all they know from the trailers is about her known ability of being able to tear holes through reality and being able to jump through them. Because the fighting animations are all very much just kick, kick, kick. Not too exciting. But anyway, let's move on. We've had a look at all the skills. I'm just going to have a quick look at the highest stage I can go to is male with Mephisto, so we're going to have a quick look and see how Doctor Strange is. Bearing in mind, yes, we're giving him a couple of supports here, but I don't have a PvE CCP on him. I still have an authority on him from ages and ages ago. I've never really bothered to change it because I never got the spacesuit, so I never changed it over to a rage. So I'm not expecting great things from him, but I just want to see how his damage is. We'll just see if we can get through the first couple of minutes. Now, given the fact that with my account, the only character I can currently clear stage 19 with in the male category is Human Torch, so anything we can do with Doctor Strange is an improvement. At the moment I'm currently using him, because 15 to 19 is human, I'm using him with Moonstone and Captain Marvel. That's my second team, but I want to see how well he can do on his own, because we normally just use Moonstone. Okay, sure, we just got a stun there. I hope it was stunned and not time frozen, because that would be ridiculous for Doctor Strange. Gotta say though, skills look amazing. They really, really have done a top-notch job. They've literally, it's like you're watching the movie. They have really ripped everything straight from those trailers, those skills, and they have made it look absolutely fantastic. In terms of power level, obviously we're going to need to work on his uniform. As you saw, we only just got it, so we need to build that up to Mythic, and we couldn't get through on that phase either. That's a shame. Just kind of hoping to see a bit more from him. But I do think he is more PvE focused again, which is a shame, because at one point he was very much a handy utility player for PvE and PvP, but it looks like they're just going with the PvE on this run. So it might be worth getting his artifact just to make him a bit more powerful. Again, when the CTP unequip discount is on, I'll be taking his authority off of him and probably giving him a rage. But you can see there, he's better, a lot better than he was, but he still needs that push, so there is some work to do. Obviously, like I say, we've only got his uniform just now, so we haven't gone and rushed ranking him up. We never got his spacesuit, so we were before running the Infinity War at Mythic, because you can see he had 46,000 energy attack with that one, and currently with the new one at normal he is currently sat on 42. So there's a bit of work to do. Obviously we need to build that up to Mythic, and like I say, we only have the CCP of authority on him at the moment, so we shall swap that over, work on his type enhancement, try and get that up as much as possible. That's just a good quick look at him. I'm going to wait to do Scarlet Witch. I'm not going to keep this video because it's going to go on as it is. There's still a bit more to go through. I don't want to keep you guys too long, and then we'll start looking at PvP. So let's just dive straight into the area that's causing all of the consternation in the community. and that is this new Multiverse invasion. Just pick 5 random characters here for the support, because it doesn't matter who you pick. At first I thought, oh, there are different characters, and if you pick them, I thought, do you have to pick 5 buffs? It's not like that. So you don't have to pick 5 supports in terms of a Taskmaster, White Fox, Wave, etc, etc. Pretty much all the characters that you pick will end up giving you the same level of buff based on how built up you have them. And you can see the maximum there, 5 tier 3 characters gives 100% bonus to attack and 100% bonus to the element thing, so justice, whatever. And so here we go, we're going to beat up on poor Cull Obsidian, the Black Dwarf, whichever one you want to call him, for 2 minutes. And even though it's nice to see world boss characters and alliance battle, alliance raid characters being used in this new game mode, it's a shame we haven't got a new background or two. That would have been nice, but I can kind of allow or forgive them for not going too crazy with that. And it's nice to have this Wakanda stage anyway, because we don't see it too often. But as you can see, we're already at max. I know a lot of other content creators have already talked about this, like, you know, what's the point? Once you've got past this stage, we're already at max. And we can see here that nothing else is going to happen. It's very much the same as, I think a lot of people can remember the old days of Alliance Battle Extreme, where you would hit the cap and then it's just, oh, so just keep going for what, for the sake of it? And that's kind of what we're doing here. I kind of, at this point, we're already a minute in, we've cleared it for a good 40-50 seconds already, and now we're just peeking up on poor Cull Obsidian just for the sake of it. So yeah, now bearing in mind this is with my main account, I was running some runs on my free-to-play account, my beginner account earlier, and given the characters that I have, again, I don't have I'm not getting the full amount of rewards that I would be getting, but it is in line with what I was currently getting with co-op mission and world boss invasion anyway. So I think from that point of view, this is definitely giving us more bang for our buck. And you can just click repeat. You can see that there above autoplay. You can just hit repeat and just go away and leave it, the same as a lot of people would do with co-op. And I think time-wise, given the fact that, okay, yeah, it's 2 minutes, and because we're focused, or hyper-focused on it at the moment, because it is a new game mode and we want to see, so you can see there, they're the rewards we got. Nothing to write home about, but nothing too different from what we were getting before. And of course, we don't have the very super annoying part of World Boss Invasion, where a lot of people were having to quit out 5 or 6 times because people weren't bringing the right characters, or they weren't using the co-op skill. And I think given the fact that you had to run at least 3 times to get a reward if you're finishing first every time, the amount of waiting you had to do in between each time when you were selecting a new character, loading in, waiting for other people to match you with, loading back out, I honestly think that the timing is pretty similar. I do feel that because a lot of people are hyper focused on the fact that it feels like a long time, 2 minutes sat there, as opposed to 2 minutes of watching different screens, loading in, loading out, waiting for other people to join up, etc, etc. It feels a lot longer. But that's just my take. Take that for as you will. So anyway, you can see we've got some other events coming up soon, starting tomorrow after the next reset. We have got the monthly CTP check-in event. Hopefully we'll have a CTP discount for unequipping, because I really want to take advantage of that with Doctor Strange and with Green Goblin. After that awful PvP test we did with Green Goblin, it was not worth it at all. Luckily Scarlet's got a rage on her, and I think we'll probably give the authority over to America Chavez for PvP. So I'm going to go away now. I'm going to do some more testing with all of them. I think I'm going to do some PvP testing with both Doctor Strange and America Chavez. I want to see how both of them can hold up. And then we'll be back with some more analysis in our next video. So yeah, a lot of good things I think in this update. I don't think it's the multiverse invasion is as bad as people make out, but let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care.